Hey, good morning, my friends. How are you? I thought I would check in from the turkey blind here this morning. This is the first morning I've been able to get out. I was out of town from the opener last weekend until just a couple of days ago. So this is the first time I could get out here. That's not bad, better right there. So this is one of my favorite spots. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. There we go. Well, Lauren, it's perfect weather except for it's pretty cold. It was high 20s when I came out here this morning. It's going to warm up now, and I think as it warms up, the birds will get more vocal and more active. Um, when I came out this morning, there was a bird gobbling on the roost to the east of me, probably 75 yards is all. And he gobbled. Good morning, Jim, or should I say Captain Jim? He gobbled until he hit the ground. Once he hit the ground, David, good morning, he shut up. I have not heard a gobble since the birds hit the ground. I did see one hen off to the west of me about a half hour ago, but since then, nothing. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit about what I'm dealing with this morning, where I am, not a lot of details, but mid-Michigan. And on this StreamYard platform, yeah, John, it's a lot different. That's a good point, John. 2 days ago when I was doing my Behind the Mic Wednesday morning, I was in the Keys, Key Largo, Florida, and it was 80 degrees. Now I'm back here in Michigan. Good morning, Ron. Ron St. Louis of Northern Wilderness Bear Outfitters. I'm sitting right now in a Wraith 270 see-through ground blind, the same one, or one identical to it, that I will take up north to White River to hunt bears with Ron St. Louis in August. Ron's got some hunters coming up in May as well. You might hear that, the backup alarm on a truck over here. I am not too far from a landscape company, and there's a fair amount of activity and noise over there. But in the past, I've noticed it doesn't bother the birds. Mike says 2 toms at the neighbor's bird feeder. They won't even gobble. Even they. Now, I'm pretty sure the noise I just heard was over there, but it sounded, as I was talking, almost like a gobble up close. It wouldn't be the first time that I've had a bird sneak up behind me and gobble. You did hear that, eh? So, when I'm on this StreamYard platform, it's kind of a hassle with the setup I've got here right now to switch cameras. So what I'm going to do is I'll do something like this, right, to show you. And since I can't see it, hopefully you can get a feel for what I'm dealing with. This is the Wraith 270 see-through ground blind from Primal Tree Stands. I love this because you can see out 270 degrees, but the critters can't see in. My setup is I've got 2 decoys out in front of me. Well, I don't know if you can call me a turkey slayer yet, Tim, but good morning to you as well. Brian says he loves that sound. They're all tagged out. Brian says they bought the same blind and they love it. Yeah, it's hard to beat. Hey, as long as I'm promoting it, go to outdoorpregame.com go to primaltreestands.com. Use the promo code Avery. You can get one for under $200. Anyway, I got 2 hen decoys out in front of me. Pretty close. Closer probably than you might think I should have them. The reason I've got them there is I'm backed up in a corner here. I want the birds coming from that direction to be able to see it, and the birds coming from this direction to be able to see them as well. So I've got them tucked right in here. Ideally, as I sit here and look at this, I'm going to point the camera back. You see that opening in the pines over there? that is where I ideally would like to be. That way I can keep an eye on what's coming in behind me. The problem with that is the sun would be directly in my face. Now you can see the sun coming up here. When I'm in a ground blind, at least the turkeys don't trash your blind like the bears did. That's a good point, Bernie. Hey, John, good morning. How you feeling, buddy? I'd like to set up a ground blind so the sun is not in my face. Now, I've got a little sun coming in here this morning, and if I was concerned about it, I've got a big black sweatshirt that I could hang up here and block the sun coming in. I'm not too concerned about it right now. Okay, so I'm using my dart and crossbow. Once again, can you see it? Yep. My dart and crossbow. I decided to go back to that because I wasn't shooting my recurve enough to feel confident with it. Sorry for the camera movement. That Rec Broadhead, that Michigan-made Rec Broadhead, I have never put one of those through a turkey. I want to very badly. What else have I got in here? Let me show you what the bottom of my blind looks like. Hey, Craig. Good morning, Brenda. Nice to have you along with us. Am I using VersaSkins? Look at that. VersaSkins.com. Just change your skin for the season you're in. VersaSkins is having a promo right now. That's not a very good. Ooh, that's not too bad. A promo right now. You can see the post on my Facebook page where if you share a turkey hunting picture online and then like some other pages, you could win some VersaSkins. I love these things. And believe me, I needed my warm VersaSkins this morning. Okay, so on the bottom of my blind here, my rangefinder. Well, look at that. My Mike Avery Hunter sticks, so I'm not going to go hungry out here. A call, a slate call, and this call. This is the Turkey Trooper Plus. Hey, Johnny, good morning. Hunter Joe says, get her done. It is a beautiful morning to be in the woods. It's cold. I have not heard a gobble since the birds hit the ground. I had at least one bird roosting about 75 yards to the east of me here. One of my favorite calls, Greg Abbas of A-Way Outdoors says this is his go-to call, and it's simple and it's easy. You can't screw it up. That'd be really cool if a bird answered that. But it's just a little push button. You can't screw it up. It's got a volume control on it. I really like this call. This is the same spot. I mean, exactly the same spot. And I'll turn around once again and show you what I'm dealing with. This is exactly the same spot that I was sitting in last spring at the end of May with my recurve. I have shot birds from down there. Last spring, I had a bird come in from this side. He worked his way right over here, hid right behind those trees, and didn't give me a shot. And basically, that's when I decided that I was going to go back to the crossbow, because I could have taken a shot as he was moving between those trees if I would have had something else. People say, why don't you hunt with a, good morning, Chris, good morning, Andrea, good morning, Marty, good morning, Joe. People say, well, why don't you hunt birds with a shotgun? And there's nothing wrong with hunting birds with a shotgun. I have no problem with a shotgun at all. In fact, I was talking to my grandson Carter last night about getting him out here later in the month with a shotgun. But I just prefer a bow. I don't care if it's a recurve, a compound, or, as I say, these days, this Darton, here we go, Darton crossbow. Pretty high-tech piece of hunting gear, and if I can get down here and show you, I don't want to stick my hand right in front of the Where are we going here? Right here. That wrecked broadhead. I don't know if I'm showing it here. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Bear with me, my friends. By the way, my name is Mike Avery. I am sitting in a turkey blind in mid-Michigan. It's my first day in a blind because I've been out of town. I've heard one bird gobble, and I've seen one hen. Here, this is a good look at that wreck. R-E-K, wreck broadheads. I have no affiliation with these folks. They are not an advertising partner of mine. They are Michigan-made, family-owned company. You know I love that. But I really, really like these things. I like an expandable for turkeys. Turkeys are surprisingly hard to kill with an arrow. It can be done. Adam says a bunch of turkeys in his backyard right now in Omer. Maybe I should go that direction. Joel says he was lucky opening morning. Excellent. So yeah, I really want the opportunity to put one of these wrecked broadheads through a longbeard right here. I've seen in some preseason scouting, which actually means just driving around the section looking, at least a couple of longbeards. The bird I heard gobble on the roost this morning sounded like a mature bird. You can tell a mature bird when he's gobbling on the roost most of the time, as opposed to a jake. Again, if you hear that noise in the background, the backup alarm on some equipment over here. There's a landscape company just to the south of me. The activity there doesn't seem to bother the birds. In fact, they often roost in the woods just to the south of there. There it is again. Ross says he hasn't seen any turkey out behind the house yet, but he has been seeing bear. How cool is that? Jim season starts tomorrow in Gladwin, and it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. I have no doubt that as this season progresses and as it gets warmer, the birds are going to become more active. I did not expect a lot of gobbling this morning at 28 degrees, but I do expect as the morning warms up that I might be able to get some kind of sound out of these birds to get them to respond. Again, how can you beat a turkey call that is as easy to use as that? Good morning, Dan. How are things in the UP? Thank you, Butch. I appreciate that. All right, my friends, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to check in. I felt kind of bad that I didn't do a Wednesday night live this week. I was driving north on I-75, and I didn't think it would be a great idea. One more time, let me show you my setup here. I'm here in the Wraith, the 270 see-through ground blind by Primal Tree Stands. This is west. I'm going to swing around and head south. Now, over here is water. So I know that birds are not going to be coming in from right here. This is water, but they can go around about 40 yards that direction, and they can sneak in right behind me. It's nice and dry, and that's what that bird did last spring. He snuck in behind me. So wish me luck. My coffee's gone, but my hunter sticks from Michigan brand are not. I got some Crystal Light. I got a cigar, and I can sit here for a while yet. Hey, my friends, thanks for joining me. Well, it's not really time off, Dan. I'm working. All right, my friends, I'm going to put my gloves back on, try to warm up here a little bit. You know, if I do get something, I'll be sure to share it with you. Have a good day.